before we get started, I just wanted to introduce to our Women's Initiative group our panelists and just be able to recognize them. So I think most of you here, if not all of you, know Mr. Ken Jockers, who is the Executive Director with Hudson Guild. We also have Daisy Mendoza, who works with our external relations and community relations at Hudson Guild. And so we thank you both for being here and representing Hudson Guild. In addition, we also have the Highline, which, as all of you know, is a huge partner in this. And I think most of you have met or are aware of Jennifer, and she represents the Highline, along with Dolores, who also represents not only the Highline, but also Community Board 4. So we want to recognize you as well, Dolores. And then finally, we have Carrie Torres from NYCHA. And we want to, again, say hi to Carrie. If you can wave, Carrie, so everyone can see you. Thank you guys for joining us. And then Anusha made the call. So thank you so much, Anusha, for joining us and just kind of observing and offering your support. So without further ado, Erica, who along with Patricia and Chelsea, so really Chelsea is our Women's Initiative Coordinator, and with the support of her team with Erica and Patricia, helped to organize this particular group. So I will pass it on to you guys to take it away.
All right, thank you, Charles, for that introduction. As Charles mentioned, my name is Chelsea Clark. I'm the coordinator for Women's Initiatives at the Hudson Guild. And Erica, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Erica Allen, and I'm the college advisor for the Hudson Guild, and also assisting Chelsea with Women's Initiative. And go ahead, Patricia.
And hi, I'm Patricia, and I'm the social worker for the Hudson Guild Teams program. And I was assisting Chelsea and Erica, even though they had this. And welcome.
All right, so without further ado, we won't leave any dramatics. Group A, if you're ready, we'll let you guys take it away.
Good afternoon. This is Group A, and this is our beautification project presentation. My name is Kelsey Cosme, along with my colleague.
My name is Zayda Council.
Good afternoon. My name is Tony Hines.
Hi, my name is Kylie Mercedes.
Hi, I'm Saya Vieira.
The goal of our beautification project is to show that we are more than just participants at Hudson Guild. We too can bring change and make our community a place that meets residents from all backgrounds on a personal level. We want to renovate our playgrounds, add a gazebo to one of our neighborhood parks, make feminine products easily accessible for women in need, as well as add a community fridge to a near park location. When thinking of rebuilding the community, it starts with us.
For playground restoration, we intend to reconstruct Penn South into more of an up-to-date playground that children and families can gravitate towards. Not only will it be safe, but also be fun. Social distancing will be encouraged. We plan on adding a gazebo, a charging station, a large supply of feminine products within the public restrooms of the park.
Playground restoration. This playground to the left is on 26th Street where I live. As you can see, the ground is not as it should be, it's grass sticking out, and we also have rats around the park. And the paint is also chipping off. The park that's to the right is the park that I've designed. It will be a hill, and the hill will have rock climbing. It will also have a slide that goes down it, and I've decided to put a seesaw. I've also redesigned the sprinklers because the sprinklers that we have now is too hard for the kids.
Gazebos are often seen in suburban areas. However, we want to differentiate our community from others by showing how unique our playgrounds are while making children and families from all different backgrounds feel at home. I personally feel like we need gazebos in our park to help us when it rains or when it's just bad weather and we don't want to run to our house or get caught in the rain. We can go and sit or stand up under a gazebo. As you can see from the picture provided, this is an example of what kind of gazebo we're trying to put in the park.
Charging stations. These will be conveniently located near the gazebo area. It incorporates different types of outlets to charge various devices such as iPhones, Androids, tablets, and etc. And it also has a solar power panel included, so we will not be using electricity.
Feminine products. We came up with feminine products as a whole. We need feminine products because as a female in general, we catch our monthlies and nobody really catch their monthlies at the same time. So for example, we could be sitting and chilling in a park and my monthly would come and I would have nowhere to go to get sanitary wipes or no nothing because there's none in the park restrooms. So I feel like we should bring feminine products inside park bathrooms. Why we should add this? A large supply of free feminine products will be provided in the public restrooms of the park. Possible donors. Partnership for the homeless, Hunting Guild, and the Highline. Location for residents to drop off donations, the Highline. Another reason why we should add this is because this will help women of all ages when they have female emergencies. Another possible donor are ACE programs for the homeless and New York City Rescue Mission. And another drop off for donations is the Hunting Guild.
As mentioned in the proposal, here are the benefits of the community fridge. Where we plan on putting the community fridge, there are several restaurants and grocery markets that waste food daily. Opposed to these food providers wasting the food, placing it in the garbage, which increases mice and roaches because as we all know, wherever food is located, they will be there. They can put the excess food in the community fridge and it helps both the restaurant and the community. Secondly, if certain people do not have the luxury to have a meal on their table every day, they can feel free to take whatever is needed from the community fridge anonymously because some might feel embarrassed. Lastly, this is completely free for anybody in need, which shows the community that we are trying to connect with everybody on a personal level.
Food banks. Now, there are a bunch of different food banks, but the ones that we will be focusing on are the Holy Cross, Church Crossroad, St. John's, Bread and Life Program, Pantry and Soup, and the Salvation Army New York Temple. Well, Holy Crossroad Church provides food to anyone in need, and the Salvation Army also provides clothes and food to the homeless or the needy. St. John's Bed and Life and Program, Pantry and Soup Kitchen provides food for anyone, no matter what situation we're in, good or bad, but everything is free for these three food banks.
Community fridge. Our people died for us to be free. What do you mean this was a dream? As you can see, this is the community fridge that we all came up with. I did 3 designs for them. The first design is Hunting Guild. I decided to do little things that they allow us to do, which is basketball. They also have theater. They have childcare. They allow us to listen to all different types of music, and they also let us do communication skills. That will be going on the right side of the fridge. The second design I did is the highline. I did it like that because the highline reminds me of a highlighter because the name, and it also does like little parties and get-togethers for holidays like Halloween and Valentine's Day for other kids to communicate. That will be going on the left side of the page. The last design I did is Black Lives Matter. I did it like that because I did that design because Black Lives Matter is big. Black Lives Matter has been through a lot. We have lost a lot of Black people like George Floyd and Breonna Taylor. Black Lives Matter is now on the news, and it is showing that people care about us now often. But before, people have not. So now that people are talking about it and it's on the news, it shows that they are starting to have respect.
Now for cost. You think everything's for free? No, it isn't. So as for the costs, we have the goods, the cost of the goods, the quantity, the total costs, and then for and resources. So for the first thing we need spray paint cans, and it costs $40 per spray paint can, and we need about 5 of them. So that's gonna end up being $200. And for a refurbished fridge, we need that to bring the community together. So that's gonna be $200, and we only need one to start with. And for a gazebo, we need that to bring people together. So therefore, it's gonna be $1,700, and it's only gonna be one we're gonna start off with, same as the refurbished fridge. Now for a charging station, we need two of them, but the price of it will be $549, and then the total cost for that would be $1,098. And then for benches, we need 4 of them, and then it's gonna be $107 per bench. So that's the total sum of that is gonna be $428. And for feminine products, like as you see there, it's gonna add up to $126 for wholesale. And then the quantity we want for is probably 4 boxes. So therefore, it's gonna end up being less than $500.
Reimagining our community. When we restore our community, we want it to be more than just a simple park and a gazebo. Restoration with a few new additions. We want to make our community a place where people can get to learn new things from each other and feel safe knowing others care about their well-being. Being in Group A has taught me how to communicate more, and it also taught me how to not let other people's words put you down.
Being in Group A has taught me that there can be a lot of hard times, but we have tried through it, and you can always get through it if you just work together.
Group A helped me a lot with virtual learning and using and being online more than doing things physically. Also, it helped me open up more and connecting more to others.
This team has made me realize that we could all speak, but actions speak louder than words. And together, if we were to work together, we will be able to build something beautiful.
Throughout this internship with my team, I feel like I have excelled with my communication skills and Google Slides. In the beginning of this internship, I wasn't too familiar with presentations, which was very overwhelming because as a college student, you must know how to perfect presentations. However, Erica, Patricia, and Chelsea had introduced me to perfecting my presentations, which I am forever grateful for. As Tony said, together we can make a change.
From the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of my team's heart, we would love to thank you for those who joined us today. And thank you for the time and this opportunity that you gave us for y'all to listen to us. In honor of our collaboration with the Hudson Guild and the High Line, we want to always embrace beauty and the positivity in our community. And from now, we welcome any questions y'all ask. I am confident that me and my team can answer any question y'all throw at us.
You guys are amazing. Great presentation. Great presentation. Great work. Oh my goodness. In just 4 weeks, people, in just 4 weeks.
Great job, guys.
Yes, very good.
So
Yeah, really
as Tony mentioned, and I think put so eloquently, we're going to open up the floor to our panelists for questions or feedback. The floor is yours.
Hi, this is Dolores. I want to thank you very much for the presentation. First, just to let you know visually, I think that what you chose in terms of a font and a style and how everything was laid out was really fantastic. I mean, talking about making a presentation, a lot of times people just put words on a slide. What you did is you created an actual visual that gave a sense of your style, that gave a sense of your personalities, and also was pleasant to look at. So bravo on that. Also, just letting you know, considering I am from the community, I live a little bit uptown. I'm in Hell's Kitchen, born and raised, but I had previously chaired Community Board 4, as was mentioned before, which spans the entire district from 14th to 59th. So you are directly in my home space. What I was interested in finding out was some of the choices, the choice of gazebo. Now, clearly, I mean, I grew up with not a single one of our playgrounds having gazebos. And I'm just curious, what was the inspiration for thinking that that is a good fit for our community and our neighborhood? And just wanted to hear from you, what does the gazebo actually mean to each of you? I want to understand what that inspiration was.
Well, the reason why we had picked the gazebo is because especially in the summertime, it do like rain showers, and I mean it's nice outside still. It's just that it's raining. You wanna have to like go, especially if you live far. Like if you're not really in your area, you won't want to go have to run all the way home. You will want to just sit somewhere and have a spot to stay dry until the rain stops. And then what the gazebo means to me, it would mean that like we will really be the first like I don't know how to put it, like
Black
community, or like a community with like buildings instead of houses, to have something like that. It would just be different, like to like spice things up. It would be different than a regular park or standing under somebody else's building or school to do that.
In my opinion, for the gazebo, I feel as if like, you know how you want to be outside and it's raining and you feel like being inside somewhere, right? The gazebo can represent an outside inside, if you understand what I mean. So people can gather there, they can actually get together. Like people always be outside. People always love to be outside. I don't know why, but I like being outside too. And if I'm inside outside, that'll be 10 times better. And I get to meet more people in my life. And the more people you meet, the more experience you get, the more things you learn, the more things you gather. And when people come together, it's just like making cake. You get flour and all the other products you need.
I love it, Tony. I love it.
So
For that, but Tony, I just wanted to quickly ask, can you explain the antisocial t-shirt if you love being around people?
Oh, I wear the antisocial t-shirt because I used to be antisocial. I used to be really shy, but like I broke out my shell with theater and all that. So I was just like, I'm just wearing this because like how do you say an oxymoron, I think? Like it's the opposite. It's the opposite, yeah.
So this is Ken. I loved the park with the mountains. I love that idea. I think it's really it was really beautifully represented, and I think it's a really great idea. I do have a question about the gazebo, and I don't know if I missed it. Do you all have a sense of where you want to place the gazebo? I saw that the park is on 26th Street, which looked like right across the street from 428. But I wanted to know if you had a place in mind for where the gazebo should go.
Well, the place that the gazebo can go, well, because they just updated the back part. Like they literally just got done rebuilding it, so they're not gonna fix that again. But they have seating areas in the back part, but nobody sits there like at all. It's like the benches are just there, they get used for different purposes besides sitting. And I feel like we can remove those and put a gazebo right there because it has a big enough space for that. And that would be good because a lot of parents take their kids to the back park or something, and they will want to have an adult time and sit there with whoever they're there with. I feel like it can go right there in the back park because it's not really that much space in the front of the park, front of my building where that park is located to put it at.
Okay. And then there's another question about so providing the community refrigerator and also providing things like tampons and sanitary napkins. So who, do you have a thought about how that stuff would get restocked, right? So people come and take the food because they need the food, or women come by and take tampons. Obviously someplace like Hudson Guild or the Highline could help restock that, but I wonder if you had a thought about who would make sure that it's always refilled so that people can use it again.
For the tampons, it could get restocked every month or once every 2 months, depending if there is more in there, or it depends on how much is being put in the bathrooms, to be honest. Once you really know how much is in the bathrooms, then we could really go by how to change it.
Got it.
Yeah.
For the community fridge, as a team, we had came up with designated drop box areas, monthly collections, have volunteers assigned to check the products and quantity. We've looked up numerous food vendors. We've also actually even thought about if we do see it coming, like a shortage of food, we also felt like we personally would volunteer and restock the fridge.
And also, I know you guys are probably wondering how you're gonna have a refrigerator outside. Where would you plug it up at? Well, inside the poles, like inside the light poles that come on at night, there are outlets. Like if you was to open up the pole at the bottom, you can plug in the refrigerator. Now, the way we would keep that covered, depending on how we set up the gazebo, we would set it up to where the bottom part in the back of the refrigerator doesn't get wet, so nothing electrical can happen or fire or anything. So we would set it up to where the gazebo covers that section of the refrigerator, but it's still accessible when the gazebo is locked, so nobody can get inside the gazebo.
Hi, this is Jen from the Highline. Amazing job, everybody. That was great. I agree with Dolores. I love the graphics too. As an artist, I pay attention to that stuff, and y'all made some great choices. I love the community fridge. I love that you thought through the logistics of the drop-off locations and the food banks. Like, so smart. And my question is, a few of you mentioned community and getting together during your presentation. So if this whole thing were to be built, would you want to have like programs happen in this space also?
I highly encourage it. I highly encourage it. I feel like if we do things there, we could get people to join us, because people think, oh, what are they doing? Why are they doing that? But if we show we actually are enjoying it and show that we are happy and it's making us a better person in the end, I feel like people will gravitate towards us.
Not only that, I feel like Hudson Guild has definitely made a stamp on the community to show that we're not just a community center. We connect with everybody from all types of backgrounds on a personal level. I would say doing the stuff that we intend to do within this presentation, I feel like it will most definitely show everybody that we care about our community and that we're not just another service company who just has programs and doesn't encourage people or anything like that.
That's like Kelsey said, the Hudson Guild has like helped people who's in need or any problems that are going on in the house. They help them and they talk to them. So we will also provide more programs and more people in need and help in the areas that we are trying to build and restore and refurnish.
Hi, this is Carrie from NYCHA. I loved the presentation. I think all of the panelists have asked you the questions that I had in mind myself. So I'd like to hear more, what was it like working together and collaborating to create this presentation? How did it start, and where are you now in terms of your team?
It was really nice. You wanna go? You go. Well, it was nice. It was nice starting to work with them. I never did nothing through a computer. Like I never had a job through a computer working. No, none of that. So learning to like do everything that I did and help in different ways through a laptop, through a Zoom call. It was really nice, and I feel like we all changed a little bit. Like we all got to know each other. We told stories that did things, gave examples for each other, and things like that. Like a little family, a little virtual family.
In doing this, it also like, cause usually it's like if I was in school, it's really hard for me like to work with other people because people ideas are different and it sometimes clashes. But with this, I mean, it made it easier for me to do anything virtual. So and working in big groups. So like this helped me a lot with that. So that I'm grateful for.
I agree 100% because as everybody know that I've worked with, I don't really do groups because I like working individually by myself. But working with this group has actually provided me more to communicate more and to express myself more and my designs and stuff for other things.
Great.
Listen, I just have to say this group was amazing. I just want to say thank you. You've overly exceeded the expectations. But I also would like to acknowledge the staff, right? This was not something that was very easy to do in a very, very short amount of period of time. And I know I'm very passionate at times, and I can also apply pressure at times when we have to achieve certain results. So just for you ladies to stick with that and then to provide instructions to Group A for us to get to this point right here, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart that I appreciate y'all as well. So thank you for that. Yes.